shop, this is Andrew, and so this is part 10 of the Mahogany Buffet project. And today, we're in the home run stretch. Today is going to be the second coat of polyurethane to go on the mahogany. And I had to put a heater, can't see in the camera, there's a heater right down there, you can barely see it. I had to put a heater in the shop because it was getting so cold and humid. We're in a heavy rain storm for the last day and possibly for the next couple of days. And so the temperature now here in the shop is 72 degrees and it's about 60% relative humidity. So it's actually nice and warm and relatively dry. So the surface is nice and dry. You can see that, maybe if you recall from the previous video, this mahogany is much lighter now than it was yesterday. So we're all set. I'll pull out my roller here and get it tuned up and just do a quick coat. I already checked the finish this morning and the finish is looking great, and very happy with how this is going. Then Thursday afternoon I'll be installing it in the dining room. My wife is very excited about that, let me tell you. And then you'll notice that the table is actually way high off the ground compared to yesterday, and it's on the opposite side of the shop. And the reason being is I've set up one of the garden chairs that we're working on. My wife finished painting one of them today, and my job is to put the webbing for the seat and the seat back, and I'll be doing a separate video of that. But I needed to put the chair on the bench because that's a very involved process, and it's a large chair. The footprint is 23 by 26, so I needed a lot more room. So I wanted to put this in a place where I can work on it and yet it'll still be out of the way. And I don't have to worry about knocking it over. So I took the blocks I was using on the bench and I put them over here on my trolley and stuck them on in. They're big, massive, what is that, 6 by 6 blocks, so they're not likely to fall over unless there's an earthquake, and then that's it, all bets are off. Alright, get the back edge here. I got a little bit of polyurethane there. Is this on camera? Yeah. And, get this edge. There we go. And then you probably saw it in the previous shot. There's a propane tank on the windowsill here with a quick lighter. And the reason for that is after each coat I check for bubbles, and if there are any, you just kind of blast the polyurethane with a little bit of heat, and that'll pop any bubbles. So once I finish rolling this, I'm going to check for bubbles really quick. So you get to see what that's for. That's a little trick I learned from a furniture maker. Because I saw some of the pieces that he was making, they were just glassy smooth with zero bubbles, and I was asking him, like, how the heck do you put your polyurethane down and get zero bubbles? And he said, well, kind of goes like this. Oh, got some drips on the out. That was the secret. So little heat doesn't do much, and that expands the air, because this is air, You know, I got a little fleck of paint. So I have a fleck of paint not in my finish. There we go. Yeah, so there's a trick. Keep an eye on your finish. And don't do it in a place where there's any breeze or any fans running. Like the heater I'm using in this room is just one of these oil kinds of heaters, and there's no fan. It's just the cold air is on the floor, and it travels up through the veins of the heater and travels up to the ceiling. So all the heat goes up and the cold air goes down, and eventually it heats the whole room. But there's no noise, so you're not hearing any fan noise on the video. And then there's no dust to blow around and get in my work. So if you're in a situation like me where you need to heat the shop so that the finish will dry, that's a good way to go. Make sure you do long strokes. Let me grab the torch over here. Make sure there's no dust on it. It's a little dusty. Don't want to kick off any dust onto the work. This is another estate sale. Probably cost me $1, but it's got a little shoot, put right into it. Not good. It's got a little safety switch on the side, so the kids can't do it by accident. You just turn the little safety switch to the on position and then pull the trigger, and it comes right out. In fact, I can see another fleck of something in the finish. Grab a little knife blade here. Little fleck of something in my finish. That's not good. There's another one. What the heck's going on? 3. It's right on the surface. 4, 5, 6, 7. Little white flakes or something around it. Not sure where it's coming from. Probably my dirty old roller handle or something done like that. Anyway, so I checked for any bubbles. Just look in the reflection. I don't see any, so I think I'm going to be just fine. Okay, so I didn't need it. I'll put it right back here. Put it back in safety. So it's ready for the next time I gotta do. Okay, that's all we're gonna do on the buffet tonight. Got another coat on. I'm gonna try and get up early tomorrow morning and put another coat on in the morning, since I've got this heater here keeping the room nice and warm. This finish should be nice and dry in the morning. And I might have to give it a little bit of scrape. I see a little bit of a ridge right here in some of my roller marks. And another little bit of something. There's many little flakes of white. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's episode. It's really in the home run stretch, and this is the most enjoyable part of the process, seeing it finally coming into fruition and getting the finish on. And then we'll be installing it then Thursday evening and hopefully you'll stay with me through the very end, and I'll be back tomorrow night for part 11 for another coat. And have a great week. Please do like and share, and then of course most importantly do subscribe to my channel. Many more videos to come, including part 2 of the garden chair project, which will be just following here on the channel, North Tustin Steamworks. Have a great day.